Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to continue our work with FDP, so fractions, decimals, and percents. In this video we're going to start with percents and work our way back to the fraction. So we're actually going to work our way from the far right of the chart all the way to the far left of the chart. When I change a decimal to a percent, I am multiplying by 100 or moving the decimal 2 places to the right. So when I want to work my way back through the chart, so working my way quote unquote backwards, I'm going to take that percent and I'm going to divide by 100. So I'm actually going to rewrite the 16% in my decimal box. And when I cannot see the decimal on a number, it is actually at the very end. So here's my decimal on 16%, and I'm going to move this decimal 2 places to the left. So 1, 2, and I'm actually going to show the jumps in between those numbers, making sure that I show accurately where I am jumping to. So 2 places to the left is going to be 0.16. And then to go from a decimal to a fraction, I'm going to count the number of decimal places. So 1, 2. 2 decimal places means that my denominator is going to be 100. So I'm actually going to have 16 over 100. And then I'm going to simplify this fraction because it does say fraction in simplest form. Okay. So here, 16 and 100 have a 4 in common. 16 divided by 4 is 4, and 100 divided by 4 is 25. Now in 29.7%, so I'm going to do the same thing I did before to show my work. In 29.7%, the decimal is already there, and I'm just going to move it 2 places to the left. So this is going to be 0.297. And then I count the decimal places. 1, 2, 3. 3 decimal places is going to be over 1,000. This is the hundredths place, so 100. This is the thousandths place, so 1,000. And then 297 over 1,000 cannot be simplified. So my 75%, 2 places to the left, so 0.75. And then 75 has 2 decimal places in it. That's in the hundredths place. So I'm going to have it 75 over 100. And 75 over 100 has a 25 in common. So this is going to be 3 over 4. Now, when you're simplifying the fraction, if you don't do the greatest common factor right away, just know that you're going to have to keep simplifying as you go until you get to simplest form. 241%. My decimal is at the end of 241, and I'm moving it to the left 2 places. So 1, 2. I'm only moving it 2 places. So wherever the decimal ends up after those 2 jumps, that's where it has to be. So this is going to be 2.41. Now for the percents that are bigger than 100, we're going to have our fractions represented as mixed numbers because I have that number that's bigger than 1. So I'm going to start with 2. And then I'm still going to count my decimal places. 1, 2, that's the hundredths place. So 41 over 100. And that's your final answer, 2 and 41 over 100, because 41 over 100 cannot be simplified. This one also a little bit different because there is a decimal already in it, but it's also very tiny. So 1, 2, and when I move this, I have to add in this 0 so I can see my new decimal, then 2 zeros, then the 5. So my answer is going to be 0.005. This is 3 decimal places, 1, 2, 3, which is the thousandths place. So this is going to be 5 over 1,000. And 5 over 1,000 can be simplified when I divide by 5. So this is going to be 1 over 200. So 250.3%. Here's my decimal. I'm going to move it 2 places to the left. So 2.503. Do not lose any digits. This one right here is like this one up here. So I'm going to have that number in front. And then I'm going to count my decimal places. So 503 is in the thousandths place. So it's going to be 503 over 1,000. And this one cannot be simplified. This last one, again, the decimal's already there, 0.03%. And when I move my decimal 2 places to the left, here's my new decimal. I have to insert another 0, so I should have 3 zeros and then my 3. So 1, 2, 3 zeros, then a 3. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10 thousandths. So 3 over 10,000 and 3 over 10,000 cannot be simplified. So when we're trying to work our way through the fractions, decimals, percents chart, starting with a percent, we're going to change the percent to a decimal first. So move that decimal 2 places to the left, and then count the number of decimal places, and that gives you your power of 10 on the bottom, and then you simplify the fraction.